Men started rushing her. I see they just blew a trumpet, but there was a problem. Those men, when they come, they go. When they come, they go. They don't used to stay. And the problem here wasn't Ada was caused. Ada wasn't caused. The issue was it's about a lady named Ada. Ada came from a family where they were not really wealthy, but they were comfortable. But then the problem here was she had a deficiency in the way she looked. She had a bow leg. And in fact, her parents thought she would not be able to walk when she was still a kid. And they wished they could pay for the medical treatment to correct the legs, but they did not have the money. So they couldn't pay. But surprisingly, thank God she was able to walk. But this deficiency was bringing lots of insult to her while she was in school. Like, her classmate insulted her so much. Her hostel mate insulted her so much because of this bow leg. Some of them will say, ha, the single leg, one day for west, one day for east. You can person with this. Like, the insult was so much. And this insult was more on her because she was one of the leaders in the hostel and she was so good at obeying instructions. And you know the way some people are now. So they really insulted her badly. And this insult was getting deep into her. It was really affecting her. One day she called her mom, crying bitterly, like she was crying to her mom, mommy, mommy. And her mom was quiet for a while, but then her mom later said to her, my baby, remember the story I told you about the Hebrews? Remember? Ada stopped crying at that moment. She was just sobbing. Then she said to her mom, yes, I remember. Her mom then said to her, if you remember, do what you are supposed to do. Ada responded again, how will I do it? And of course, Ada did what her mom asked her to do. So she did it and her confidence was returning back to her. So she continued living her life. The insult continued though. Her classmates kept on insulting her about her legs, her looks and everything, but she was focused on academics and she did not mind them. Days passed, weeks, months, years. Finally, Ada got to her final year. And when she got to her final year, like, I think they play a wind in their class. Their ladies were getting married. They play a wind of love, something like that. The ladies were getting married. Some of them were engaged. Some of them had boyfriends. But for Ada, no man. Like, no man even said hi. Nothing like that happened. But Ada wasn't worried about it. She just focused on her books. But those ladies insulted her for it again. They were like saying to her, ha, no man will date you. How will a man want to date a lady that one of her legs is in the west, another one is in the east? The insult was much, like I said, but Ada did not care at this point. So Ada did not mind them. Ada finished school, started serving. And while she was serving, men started rushing her. I see they just blew a trumpet, but there was a problem. Those men, when they come, they go. When they come, they go. They don't used to stay. And the problem here wasn't Ada was caused. Ada wasn't caused. The issue was Ada refused to bend her values. She already built this value for herself that she cannot give her body to a man who is not yet her husband. Never. And she started this value thing since when she was small. So she was not ready to bend her values for anything. So those men, when they come, they ask for her body. She refused, they go. Ada finished serving. This continued, and it was quite difficult for her to get a job. So she decided to join her parents' business and improve on it, develop it, and that's what she was doing. She continued doing this with her parents for years. Ada wasn't getting married. No one was even coming. The men that were coming were going because they were asking for her body, and Ada wasn't going to bend her values for them. At some point, it was getting to her like a lady. On her 31st birthday, something surprising happened. There was this guy friend of hers, just friend. You know those guys are your friend that you've already brought her son. She had that kind of friend, Ebuka. And Ebuka suddenly showed interest in her on her 31st birthday. She was surprised, but then she accepted. So they got into a relationship. And after 1 year, Ebuka was ready to take that relationship to another level. They were ready to get married. So they started preparing for their wedding. And one day, Ebuka called the damsel out. He told Ada to come out. Ada came out, they went to this fine restaurant, and Ebuka handed to her a book that was wrapped in a gift paper, like just a small book. And Ada was holding this thing. I was like, sweet, what is this? Ebuka did not say anything, so she unwrapped it, and when she unwrapped it, she screamed. Before she could utter a word, Ebuka said to her, baby, I want us to travel outside the country so you can have the corrective surgery in your legs before our wedding. And I screamed, and she responded, sweet, where did you get that kind of money from? Because she knew that it was expensive, definitely, to travel out there and do that surgery. It was at that moment Ebuka revealed his net worth, like revealed his true wealth. He told that he was the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company, a company well known in the country. He even called the name of the company and told that he was the CEO. The girl was shocked. He asked him, how come you eat it for this long? You eat it from everybody, including me? Because I said, I'm sorry. I was planning to tell you. I didn't know that moment I was going to tell you. I was just giving it time. And I was shocked. Wow! She hugged him without Jerry. She was so happy. She ran back home, told her parents about it, told her mom, told her dad, her dad and her mom were so happy as well. A week after, Ada went out to have the surgery and it was a success. After a few months, she got married to the love of her life. It was so exciting. And of course, they lived happy ever after. The story continues. Don't worry, I'll just do one day. And that brings us to the end of this video. I'm sure you enjoyed it. Please do want to subscribe to this channel for more interesting content.